The Irish Psychic Show, for all your psychic needs, live on Internet Radio. For your chance to get a reading with Irish Psychic, simply Skype Tarot Free or call the studio 01 44 34 357. International add +353. This show is packed full of psychic readings and advice, so make sure you join the fan page. Details can be found via irishpsychic.net.
First time, last time together. We'll be you and me forever. First kiss, last tear is falling. Don't wanna miss your sweet voice calling me. Can't believe that I'm feeling like this, 'cause I'm still getting to know you. Your tears are like summer rain falling on my face again. And anytime I'm close to you, I feel the sunlight shining through. And I just wanna thank you, 'cause you make life so good. Every day you show me something beautiful, and I love you more than I thought I could. Yeah. Two souls, one mind, two hearts that were intertwined. An empty road that I stand upon. I walk alone since you've been gone. I can't believe I'll never see you again, 'cause I just got to know you. My tears are like winter snow. I've got so many miles to go. Anytime I think of you, I see the sunlight shining through. And I just got to thank you, 'cause you made life so good. Every day you showed me something wonderful, and I miss you more than I thought I would. yes, I miss you. You walk away from everything in me. Silently you touch my face, and it gets hard to breathe. 'Cause every time I think of you, you're all I wanna see. 'Cause yesterday was the time of my life. I took you for granted, one too many times. I wish I could make you trust my love with simple rhymes. You said it's all over and I have to draw the line. But yesterday was the time of my life. 'Cause you said that someone's got the best of me. And baby, yeah, you're right. But you're that someone and you will be till the day I die. So in spite of all the teary eyes, the broken hearts and long goodbyes, I've had the time of my life. I will take the pain of knowing that I'll be alone. But I can't take the pain of knowing that you're not coming home. Love like ours will never die, you know it's set in stone. Yesterday was the time of my life. 'Cause you said that someone's got the best of me. And baby, yeah, you're right. But you're that someone and you will be till the day I die. So in spite of all the teary eyes, the broken hearts and long goodbyes, I've had the time of my life. Maybe we can grow again like leaves upon a tree. Maybe I could be the one and everything you need. Sorry that I couldn't be, but baby, please believe. Yesterday was the time of my life. Yesterday was the time of my life. Yesterday was the time of my life.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
Hello, you're all very welcome to the Irish Psychic Show for August the 22nd, 2012. And I was actually just thinking before I came on air how the months are flying, and even today when I was in town I saw loads of things from the summer that we were supposed to have got half price, even less than half price. There was, I think, a linen trousers. They were €15, reduced to €3, and I had to get them. So fingers crossed we will get the weather, because I'd say the shops have done really bad this year regarding the clothes that they were selling, because just in Ireland it was just shocking. It was the worst summer that we've ever gotten. So that's what I was thinking before we come on air. And I was just thinking that it's near the end of August. We're coming into September, so everyone's going to be starting back to school. And, that's the time I hate, being honest. Not that I am going back to school, but I do hate, all the kind of hustle and bustle in the morning when, everyone is trying to rush to school. And even myself, when I was in school, it was quite strange because you're really rushing to get in at 9 o'clock, and if you didn't get in before 9, the doors were closed, and then you got into trouble, and it was kind of too serious because everyone is trying to go to the one school, and we're all trying to go. There's only one different way to go. There's one path or whatever, and there's 10 different schools, but they're all on the same path. So everyone kind of is backlogged. So it was quite strange. We had to leave early, and I'm sure the mothers and the fathers as well. Coming up to September, you're probably dreading the school run. So I don't envy it all. You're very welcome to the Irish Psychic Show. It is now 11 minutes past 10, and I am live. I'm here until 12 midnight. And if you would like to get a free psychic reading, so I do emphasise the word free because all the readings that I do on the psychic radio show are free. Now, if you would like to get one of those, there is many different ways of getting in touch with the show. Now, the first way is via Facebook. So on Facebook, you would see, or you will have seen, a fantastic picture, which is a caricature of myself, Irish Psychic, and that caricature is actually holding a signpost which says how to get in touch with the show. And there is many different ways. Now, obviously, you have to be listening into the show because that's why I made the signpost as clear as possible. And thank you to Denise McGuinness, who said fantastic sign, who's listening in at the moment, and she understands it. And being honest, she didn't actually need the sign because when I was putting up, how to get in touch with the show, she just understood it straight away. So I do hope that everyone has read the sign that's on the poster and you understand that you must visit irishpsychic.net, then click on the radio tab and then click play. There's no, kind of brain cells needed to kind of figure out what you need to do in order to listen to the show, because I hate people who are commenting and then not kind of listening into the show because they're wondering where they're going to get the reading if they comment. So that's why I do hope that all the steps that I've provided on that signpost are completely necessary and you do understand the steps needed in order to get a reading on the show. So I do hope that makes sense. The next way of getting in touch with the show is via the voicemail. Now, if you haven't rang the Irish Psychic live line just yet, I would recommend it tonight. You have a 70% chance of getting a reading if you actually ring in the show. Now, when you ring in, you will not be speaking to me because I'm actually on air at the moment. So you will hear the fantastic voice that says, "Hi, please hold while we try to connect you." You stay on the line, you'll hear the hold music. My phone will be ringing here. I'm not going to pick it up. And then what you need to do is when it says, "Please leave a message," after the tone, that's your cue to go, okay, this is my cue to leave my message for the Irish Psychic Radio Show. And all you need to do is just go, "Hi, my name is John. I'm from Dublin. And my question is as follows." That's all you need to do if you would like to leave a voicemail for the show. Now, that number that you need to dial if you would like to leave a voicemail for the show, as I've mentioned, you have a 70% better chance getting a reading if you ring the Psychic live line. It's a local number, and all you need to do is dial 01 443 43 57. That's 01 443 43 57. If you've missed that number, don't worry, just go to my website, which you should be on at the moment anyway, listening to the show, and at the very top on the right hand corner you will see the telephone number there. So if you're listening now and you're thinking, "Oh, I would love a psychic reading on air, I do hope he chooses me," well, again, all you have to do is just ring in the show, leave your voice message, and that's it. And then just listen to the show. I'm here until 12 midnight, and you may be getting that reading answered on the show tonight. You're very welcome to Alan Yohogo. Thank you very much for joining me on the show, and to Judith Rossiter as well, and Mark Anthony as well, we have in the chat room. And speaking of chat room, that is the other way of interacting with the show. Some people have conversations, which is quite good, because when they're listening to the show, they can have a conversation, and you can chat about anything in that chat room. And I'm sure Denise McGuinness will be talking to loads of people tonight in the chat room, because she is quite good at doing that. She's actually multi-talented. And Denise, I know you are listening to me at the moment, but you are able to do more things at once than a lot of people. You're actually able to listen to the radio show, you're able to check your Facebook status, you're able to chat in the chat room, and I don't know what else you'd be doing. I'm presuming you're probably cooking the dinner as well, and everything else that you can do as well, and watching TV at the same time. But Denise McGuinness, who's listening to the show at the moment, is brilliant for multitasking. So if you would like to be like Denise McGuinness and you would like to have a conversation in the chat room, if you're not already on Spreaker, get on Spreaker. You can sign up using your Facebook account. It's absolutely brilliant. And speaking of Spreaker, and it's absolutely brilliant, I am still in the top 10 worldwide for radio shows. Now that is down to you, the listeners, and I am so chuffed every time before I log in, it says featured show and it says the Irish Psychic Show. And that is down to you for listening to the show. And that, without you, there would be no show. So thank you very, very much as well. Now, there's another way of getting in contact with the show, and that's via tweet. So all you have to do is just go to your Twitter account and then @PsychicIrish. That is my account. So you can tweet me your messages if you have something on your mind and you want to get it off your mind. Well, it's always great to speak with myself, Irish Psychic. And again, all you need to do is just tweet me, and that's it. And finally, because there is loads of ways of getting in contact with this show, I might just reduce it to one. Maybe it's just too confusing, but I don't think it is. If you're listening in via my website now, which is irishpsychic.net, you will see there underneath where you've clicked play, loads of people have asked their question for the show over the past couple of months. You too can ask your question there. Just simply comment with your name, location, followed by your question as well. And hello to Sarah Hampton as well. And Sarah, I actually do believe you. All women are good at multitasking. Well, if you are a male and you too are good at multitasking, we can't just have it all one-sided, Sarah. And I think I'm good at multitasking. Well, I hope so. I'm trying to manage the radio show and check the Facebook messages and listen to the voicemails and check the Twitter account as well. So, Sarah, beat that. But I presume you are probably better at cooking than me, and that's kind of more multitasking as well, because when I start cooking, everything and anything kind of goes wrong. And luckily though, it kind of ends up okay. It tastes okay, which is the main thing. So that's the main thing anyway when you do start cooking. It may look, bad at the start, but I always just say, well, that's the way it's, supposed to look. And then the end result, I always just put a few herbs over it, and it just covers the it camouflages the mess that I've made on the plate, as they say. Okay, so I think that's about it. If you have just joined me, it is now 17 minutes past 10, and as I've mentioned, you can tweet me, you can call me, you can comment on my main page, irishpsychic.net, and you can comment on the poster as well on Facebook. And speaking of Facebook, the thing that really annoys me, just so you realise what's happening and why I have kind of these mood swings, there is over 14,000 fans on Facebook, and you've seen that yourself. But the way Facebook has now changed their policy, they only put out the post to certain people. So if, say for instance, if Denise McGuinness checks my Facebook page, say on Monday, and then she doesn't check it for a month, well then she's not going to get any status updates from myself, Irish Psychic. And that's why I'm really annoyed the way, and there's a lot of companies annoyed with Facebook for this particular reason. You may see things in the right hand side on Facebook, which is the sponsored stories, and you may be thinking, oh, I won't actually click on that. Kind of do if you can, because people are actually paying for that. And even myself, when I want to reach all the people on Facebook, I actually have to pay for that, even though they've joined it. And I do hope that makes sense, but it's really odd, if that makes sense. And that's why a lot of people are giving out at Facebook at the moment, because once you join the Facebook fan page, you're more than welcome to join it, and as you've seen, there's 14,000, but it doesn't always mean that you're actually going to get the status update from myself. And that's where I'm kind of very disappointed with Facebook, unless I pay for it, which sometimes I do. You may have seen the sponsored stories from myself, Irish Psychic. That's the only time that it kind of goes out to all 14,000 fans. Otherwise, I don't actually know who it's actually reaching. So if you can now, and you're on Facebook, can you please share that picture of where you actually commented on? So the picture of the lovely Irish Psychic caricature, it's very colourful. Denise loves it, which is good. And I think a lot of the fans, know what picture I'm actually talking about now, because it's only brand new. I only put it up today. If you can actually share that picture to your wall and say, I'm listening to, the Irish Psychic Show now on air, it's fantastic. Don't let your friends, ask you how, because once you've shared the picture, it kind of explains everything. And if you had to get as many messages as I do per day asking, how do I listen in? Don't respond to them, because it is quite annoying. They do need to read it. And again, it's just so simple once you read it of what it, is needed to do. Because I do have people ringing me, asking me, can I listen into their show? I only have a mobile, and then I'm asking them, well, what mobile do they have? And it's not for me to check the settings on your mobile. And sometimes the mobiles that they're listening into, or they want to listen into the radio show, cannot even receive a picture message. Because that's the first thing I do ask them. I do ask them, can you receive a picture message? And they say no. And then they kind of wonder, well, why can't they listen to the show? The best opportunity to listen to the Irish Psychic Show, again, like I've mentioned, is via your laptop or computer. You can turn up the sound, you can multitask like Denise does and Sarah does there as well. You can just leave it running in the background, go to your Facebook page, talk to your friends and listen to the show as well, and listen out for your reading as well. So that's it. On with the show. This is Look at Us Now by Andy McGough. I do hope you enjoy this.
When I look in your eyes, I can see your love beaming back on me. And when I'm holding your hand, I feel the pulse of your heart with every beat. Look at us now, a little bit older and still happy. And tomorrow will be another day to see the wonders of this world. Another way to be the only boy for this girl. Look at my heart and see that you're the one I'm living for. Look in my eyes and see that I sincerely love you more till the end of our time. With the blink of an eye, I can see my whole life mapped in front of me. There's no way to deny, and there's no way I can hide. The things that you do to me would make you think there's a destiny. Look at us now, you and me. I hope tomorrow will be another day to see the wonders of this world. Another way to be the only boy for this girl. Look at my heart and see that you're the one I'm living for. Look in my eyes and see that I sincerely love you more till the end of our time. And I don't know what will come tomorrow, and I don't know if we face defeat. But here and now, with you around, life feels quite complete. When I look at our lives, I can feel a happiness wash over me. Remember the day that we met, not knowing what to expect, and all the days spent away, seeing the world in a different way. The bottles of wine and the time to enjoy what's on the other one's mind. It comes again, another day to see the wonders of this world. Another way to be the only boy for this girl. Look at my heart and see that you're the one I'm living for. Look in my eyes and see that I sincerely love you more till the end of our time. When I look in your eyes, I can see your love beaming back on me. And when I'm holding your hand, I can feel the pulse of your heart with every beat. Look at us now, a little bit older and still happy. And I love you now,
right up until the final heartbeat, till the end of our time.
There you go, that was Look At Us Now and Annie McGough. And there's a lot of people that like that song, me included. I think it's a very kind of a catchy one. It's like Mika, if you do remember Mika. He was one of my favourites as well. I haven't actually heard any of his songs recently, Mika. It kind of comes and goes with regards to the artist. And I suppose it is quite difficult for artists, especially, you know, once they release a song, to kind of continue on with the success that they may have had with the first song. And that's what I think happened to Mika. But fingers crossed he does come back, because I think his songs are brilliant. And it's the guy with the curly hair, if you don't, you know, understand who I'm talking about. He's absolutely brilliant. And speaking of musicians, if you are a musician or a singer and you would like to be featured on the Irish Psychic Show, just like Andy McGough is, because Andy McGough contacted me via email and he sent me his music, and that's all you need to do. Send me your song if you've recorded a song, and it doesn't have to be professionally recorded. I will be playing a song coming up quite soon, and it is absolutely fantastic. And the girl recorded it in her bedroom, and even though the quality isn't the best, you can hear her voice and how professional her voice is, and how far she's going to go as well. I do see big things happening for this girl, so I'm thankful that I'm actually playing her music now on the Irish Psychic Show, so I can actually have that honour to say that I was the first person to play her music. And it's very, you know, difficult, even if you are a musician and a singer and you want to get, you know, featured on a radio show, they will not play it unless you're signed. They're just kind of not interested unless you're in the studio talking about something regarding, you know, an interview or something like that. That's why with my show, the Irish Psychic Show, I don't play any copyrighted music. That's why you don't hear Lady Gaga, you don't hear the Spice Girls, even though I'd love to play them. I can't. And even some people are even requesting some certain songs. I can't actually play them because this is an internet radio station. Even though you may hear other stations playing copyrighted music, if they do get caught, they will have to pay for it. So that's why I'd rather, you know, play upcoming local artists that have given me the permission to play their song, because even, you know, they're grateful that I can play their song on the show. And I think even their music speaks for itself. Their music is fantastic. And I mean, you know, you don't have to be a professional singer, like I've mentioned, to send in your music to the show. If you've written a song and you've played the keyboard for it, or you've recorded it, or anything like that, so long as it's not vulgar and there's nothing bad in it, or, you know, hate or racism, anything like that, I will play it on the show. So if you know someone, maybe they're 16, 17 and they're just recording at the moment and they're singers, make sure you do send in their tracks to me. And all you need to do is tell them to go to irishpsychic.net and click at the very end where it says musicians and singers. And speaking at the very end of that page, there is a sale on at the moment. It will be ending quite soon. And that sale is for a special price for a 15-card audio reading. Now, an audio reading with me is like what you're hearing now. I actually speak directly to you, and it's for you. So you simply purchase your reading, you then send your question to me. You will be forwarded on to the question page. You can fill in whatever question you like, and, you know, maybe will I move soon, what's happening in my love life, will I find a new man, etc. Any of those questions you can ask. It doesn't even have to be those questions that are called out. It can be anything. So once you've, you know, been forwarded on to that page, once the payment has gone through, then all you need to do is just wait, and within a 24-hour period I get back to you. The reading is private, and all you need to do is just open your email and simply click play, and that's it. And speaking of readings as well, if you've had a reading with me, can I just say thank you so much for all the generous and kind feedback that I've received within the past week, for the people who have had private readings and the people who have had readings on this show tonight as well, or last night, or Monday night, should I say. It's Wednesday tonight. Again, if you would like to leave feedback for the show or feedback for your question that I may have answered, you know, privately for you, all you need to do is just go to irishpsychic.net and click on the Facebook feedback tab, and that's all you need to do. And once you've left your feedback, I will reply. I like replying because it does show that I am, you know, looking at the page as well. So if you do want to leave feedback, make sure you go there. Okay, so it's over to Facebook. And this is the first reading of the night, and it is 10:30 here in Ireland. If you've just joined me, it is the 22nd of August, and obviously if you're listening to another show, you shouldn't, because it will have said the 17th of August, and that was the last podcasted show, because the other show that I did on Monday, there was a problem with the server and it didn't actually save the podcast, and I know a lot of people wanted to listen back to the show It's always good to listen back to the show if you've had a reading with me. Maybe you can't remember what I've said on air, and that's why it's good to go back. And again, if you want to go back over any of the podcasts, all you need to do is just click on the player tab, which you've already clicked on irishpsychic.net, and there is a little drop down menu there, and you can select whatever episode it is that you would like to play, and you can go right back. It saves the last 100 episodes, so you can go right back if you've had a reading. Not that you would be able to remember when you've had a reading, but hopefully you will understand once you've commented on that poster, on the date, you may have a chance of getting that reading answered on tonight's show, which is August the 22nd. Okay, so there is people as well. Amy Duncan, I do hope you're listening. You have just down, I want a free reading. Well, there is loads of fans that want free readings, but unfortunately, Amy, I don't actually answer questions that have just said, I want a free reading. You will need to actually ask your question. So you can comment with PPF, which you've probably seen a lot of fans doing. PPF stands for a past, present and future reading. It's great if you don't really know what to ask. And you can also ask a question as well. And you can ask anything on the show as well. And I do have to stress that all psychic readings are for entertainment purposes only. So don't, ask me regarding health. If you are suffering from anything regarding health, you do need to go and see your doctor. If I do pick up anything during a reading, though, in relation to health, I will pass it on. But like I've mentioned, you will need to go and see your doctor. Okay, so I'm just expanding all the comments on the poster, and the poster is of that cartoon character that says free psychic readings. You can't miss it. It is really colourful, and it says free psychic readings Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 p.m. via the Irish Psychic Show. Listen in live to the show to see if Irish Psychic selects you. Log on now to irishpsychic.net, then click the radio show. Contact the show in order to ask your question. You can comment, you can dial, or you can tweet. You choose. And again, the number to call if you would like to leave me a voicemail tonight, don't forget, it is a local landline number, so the cost of the call will probably be only 30 cents. And all you need to do is just dial 01 443 43 57. If you're outside of Ireland, dial plus 353 1 443 43 57. You will hear that you're being connected. You're not going to be connected. You will have to wait, and then it'll say, please leave your message after the tone and say, hi, my name is John. I'm from Dublin, or I'm from Cork, I'm from USA, etc. Wherever it is that you're calling in from, make sure you leave your location, followed by your question. And my question is, will I move soon, etc. And then just wait, continue on listening to the show, and you may get a reading on the show. Okay, so the first person that I would like to read for is, I'm just going through the questions here. And again, Alison Kenny, I would please and thanks. Well, Alison, you haven't actually asked a question, so you need to actually ask a question in order to get a reading. So if you are listening, you still have time. I'm here until 12 midnight. So send in your question. Simply ask your question on that poster. The first person that I would like to read for is Estelle Rafter. Estelle would just like a PPF, and you're in Offaly. No problem at all, Estelle. And a PPF just stands for a past, present and future reading. As you can hear, I'm just shuffling the cards now. And when Spirit tells me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards, and I'll lay out the cards for your reading. Okay, they just told me to stop, Estelle. I'm laying out the cards now. Right, there's something, kind of a row coming up at the moment, Estelle, and you need to be careful of this. I do feel it's connected with a male, whether it's your partner or someone around you at the moment. It could be a friend as well, but this person is male, and usually they're kind of emotional over something. And they're kind of saying here that you need to be careful of this. That I'm not saying that you think that you're right in the situation, but I kind of feel that at the moment, what he's kind of saying is kind of affecting you and making you feel guilty over something that you didn't do, if that makes sense. And that's what's coming up. Now, I do feel that this is coming up in the next 2 months, because that's what they're indicating here. But there is kind of more to the situation. You need to be kind of not on top of the situation, but it's like if you need to understand his point of view. It's like if you're not getting his point of view here in relation to this. In relation to the work situation, everything is going in the right direction. We have the Horseman of Coins, but you do the Lover's card here, and when the Lover's card comes up, Estelle, it does show here that you do need to make a decision. It's like if you've been given a decision and you do need to make it. So I do hope that has answered your question, and thank you so much as well for sending in your question for the show tonight. Don't forget, you can leave your feedback. All you need to do is simply go to irishpsychic.net and simply click on the feedback form there and leave your feedback. I would greatly appreciate it if you've had a reading on the show, or even if you had a private reading as well. I would greatly appreciate the feedback. Okay, so speaking of the radio show, I'm actually over on that page now, which is on my main website, and I'm just checking now, has anyone commented? And there is, which is brilliant. And we have a question in here from Paddy. Paddy, you're very welcome to the show. And Paddy just asked, I don't know your location, but I do hope you're listening into the show. And Paddy just said, will I find love? Okay, Paddy, well, I'm just shuffling the cards now. And Paddy, I do presume you're listening because that's why you commented. If you can tell your friends and your family to listen to the show as well, give them this link, simply copy it and let them know that they can get a free psychic reading on the show tonight as well. If you are on Facebook, make sure that you've joined the Facebook fan page in order to get a reading. You must have liked the page in order to get that reading. And speaking of the Facebook page, if you're on Facebook, click on the events tab on my actual fan site. There is an event happening. It's ending on Friday. Not long left, only 2 days left. And there is a competition there. And all you need to do is just join the event. It is for a full psychic audio reading, which is priced at €15. And once you win that, you can actually select a friend or a family member for the audio mini reading as well. So it's 2 readings for the price of 1, as they say. So make sure you tell your friends, invite as many people as you like, because even if your friend wins, well, they can give you the opportunity to have that other reading as well, and vice versa as well. So Paddy is just wondering, will I find love? They've just told me to stop, Paddy, and I'm laying out the cards now. Right, well, the good news here, Paddy, is you have the star card, and the star card is always about a wish coming true. Now, I would love to say it's going to happen this year. It's not. I do feel it's going to be of next year, kind of late next year, before this actually happens. Now, they are indicating here with the Youth of Swords here, and also the 9 of Cups here, that there is emotions around someone at the moment, and you're kind of probably questioning, you know, does this person like you? At the moment, it's kind of early days. I don't actually feel that there is a connection or a love connection with this particular person at the moment. Maybe you just have your eye on them and, you know, maybe they're not kind of communicating with you as much as you would like, and you're kind of wondering, does this person have feelings for me? At the moment, you also have the Chariot card here as well, and when the Chariot card comes up in the reverse position, it shows that things are quite slow. You may have found things quite slow in regard to the love life as well. And a lot of people who are single kind of want to be in a relationship, but you need to be in a relationship that makes you happy and vice versa as well. It's very easy to go out and just find someone, but it's, you know, more difficult to find someone that you connect with. So that's why when you are going on a date with someone, clear your mind and don't think of anything. And when I say that, you know, allow, you know, the kind of date to take its shape. It's very easy to kind of predict how something will happen. And then when you predict something and you kind of focus, oh, I'm not going to like this person, it's going to be awful, well, then that's what happens. So just go with an open mind. If there's any, you know, particular dates that you want to go on, invite them out. And when I say a date, it just means a drink, going to the cinema, etc. Now, a lot of people think that the cinema is, you know, a bad, you know, first date. I personally am the complete opposite, because if you're nervous or you think that you have nothing to talk about with regards to a person, well, once you've actually watched the film, you can either say it was good, it was bad, I like such an actor, I like, you know, this actress, etc. And it's kind of a starting point for, you know, a date as well. And just to kind of get to know what kind of films they like. Because obviously if someone says, you know, do you want to go to the Shawshank Redemption, etc., it kind of tells you what kind of film that they're into, and it lets you know what type of person, you know, they are. And I'm not saying you can judge that with every person, but, you know, when someone says, do you want to go and see a romantic film, well, that kind of wouldn't really be the best film to see on a first date, because you don't want to give the wrong impression either, because maybe the romantic film that you're going to see could be all about, you know, having babies, and, you know, the usual, and then, you know, moving in together, and then, you know, something like that, and that could be too heavy for a first date as well. So you need to be careful on the movie that you pick as well, and it's always good to pick a comedy. I always like a comedy anyway, because it's always something, you know, funny, depending on who's actually in, you know, the movie, because some of the comedies lately that I've seen are not funny, and it's kind of, you know, you go with the exception of it, you know, hoping to be funny, and most of the time they've kind of shown all the clips on, you know, the television. So that's basically the comedy summed up. So again, Paddy, I do hope that has answered your question. I do feel it's going to be around March or April of next year before anything changes with regards to your love life. So thank you very much for sending in your question as well. Please note, if you continue on sending in your question continuously, if you haven't received it just yet, you will be actually banned. And when I say banned, it means that you will never be able to get a free psychic reading with regards to the show. If you've asked once, that's enough. You don't have to keep asking and keep asking and keep asking. It's just very unfair to the people who actually sit and wait, hoping to get a reading. And, you know, if you continue on asking and asking and asking, you don't actually get. So I do hope that makes sense there as well. If you've just joined me now, it's now 22:39 here in Ireland. And don't forget, I'm here till 12 midnight. Tell your friends, tell your family, if they would like a psychic reading, they're more than welcome. All they need to do is just go to the Facebook page, which you probably are already on, and comment on the poster, or else comment on the page that you've clicked on to listen to the show. This is Believe in Life by Jonathan Rickert. Don't forget the Irish Psychic telephone lines are now open. The queue to call is now. All you need to do is leave your name, location, followed by your question as well, and all you need to do is just dial 01 443 43 57. That's 01 443 43 57. Leave your name, location, followed by your question as well, and it's quite simple. Once you've left the voicemail, you can just hang up and then continue on listening into the show.
a simple taste of whateverness in the desert to which we roam, and we can stroll free while touching the stars. Stroll free while touching the stars. The stars. Lovers me. Lovers me now. Lovers me. Said you wanted to find somebody to love. Said you wanted to know how it feels. Oh, you needed somebody to hold you real tight. You needed someone to keep it real. Yeah, I don't wanna lose you, or up and run away. I just wanna love you, baby. Oh, I'm here to stay. Let's cut to the bone. Say it out loud. It's time to get clear what it's all about. Yeah, it's got to be good. Yeah, to get even better. 'Cause baby, our love, yeah, it's got to be strong. Yeah, we should be lovers. We should be lovers. Yeah, we should be lovers. Come on, come on. Said I wanted to give you emotions to keep the feelings alive. I know you wanted me, baby. Oh, to hold you real tight, to keep your bed warm in the middle of the night. Yeah, our love, baby, should've grown older. If the bed that we share only gets colder, let's get to the bone. should be lovers. We should be lovers. Come on, come on. Hey, come a little closer, baby. Oh, you know you're my woman, yeah. We got so much loving to do. Oh, we got so little time to share. Oh, yeah. Go on, close the door now. It's just you and me. Oh, we're getting hot, and I wanna be your sexual fantasy. Let's get to the bone. Yeah, what it's all about. Said it's got to be good. Oh, to get even better. 'Cause baby, our love has got to be strong. Yeah, we should be lovers. We should be lovers. Oh, yeah. We should be lovers. We should be lovers. Come on, come on, come a little closer. We should be lovers. We should be lovers, baby. Go on, take off your clothes. We should be lovers. Yeah. We should be lovers.
Just when I thought everything was going so right, so why pick this time to pick a fight? I sit there and listen to what you have to say. Tell me you're leaving and you're going away, away. And now you're going away. You're not here to stay. You're going away. You said you love me and that you're supposed to care. So why do you leave now, knowing how I'll feel? You said you love me, you said that you care. What am I to do now? You're not here, not here. And you're going away. You're not
There you go, that was Going Away by Aaron Hooley. I do hope you enjoy that. Very uplifting track, and I do actually love his voice, even the way he sings as well. Okay, it's time for a voicemail, so if you've left a voicemail for the show tonight, you never know, I may be answering your voicemail on tonight's show. So who is there, please?
Hi, my name's Pauline and I'm from Kildare. My question is, I was thinking of doing an accounts course, but I'm just wondering, is this the course I should be doing, or should I just do something else? Will I get a job out of it, or would it be better doing something else? Thanks, bye.
Okay, thank you very much there, Pauline, for sending in your question. And you just want to find out with regards, should you do an accountancy course? Now, again, like Pauline, she just rang the number. It's very simple. And she waited, because there is another person that continues on ringing the show, but they forget to leave their voicemail. You do need to wait. I don't actually press record or anything. A voicemail just goes automatic. So all you need to do is just dial the number, wait. It'll say, please hold while we try to connect you, and then obviously just wait again, and then it'll say, sorry, I'm unavailable, because I am actually in studio at the moment, so that's why I've turned it off. And then leave your name, location, followed by your question, just like Pauline did as well. Okay, there's a lot of cards flying out here, Pauline, so they've just told me to stop and laying out the cards now. Right, I feel the answer is no to that particular question, Pauline. We have the 9 of Swords, which shows the frustration and the confusion around the situation. We have the 7 of Coins, which is actually the learning card, and that's in the reverse position. And we also have the Lovers card here. Now, the Lovers card is one of the major cards, and again, a major card just means that there's a higher significance placed on these particular cards. And especially when the Lovers card comes up, Pauline, it's kind of an indication here that you still haven't made up your decision just yet. I feel that there will be something else, in relation to what it is that you can do. I think if you look more into the different things and different courses, I feel that something will pop up and you will have a different, change of mind with regards to that. So I do hope that has answered your question, and thank you so much as well for sending in your voicemail to the show. And again, it's not a premium rate number, it's not a subscription based number, the numbers are not saved, you're not joining a mailing list or anything like that. Once you've rang the number and left a voicemail, that's all you need to do, and you may get a reading on the show tonight. And again, that number to call is 01 443 43 57, and if you're outside of Ireland, the number to dial is +353 1 443 43 57, and that is it. Okay, time for another reading on Facebook. So I'm just actually going over to Facebook now just to see who's next for a reading. And where are we gone? Okay, we have a question here from Dean Anthony, and if that name sounds familiar, it is, because that is the particular guy who sings here on the show, and I'm just after actually playing his track, so what a coincidence. Dean, if you're listening, which I hope you are, you just wanted to find out with regards what's in your future. Okay, so I'm just shuffling the cards now, Dean, and when they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards and I'll lay the cards for your reading. If you've just joined me now for the Irish Psychic Show, I'm into the final 1 hour of the show. I'm here since 10 p.m, and if you would like to get a reading on the show, there's loads of different ways of getting in contact with the show. You can tweet me, which is @PsychicIrish. You can chat to me in the chat room, which is via Spreaker, if you've joined up to Spreaker. You can leave your message on my main page, which is where a lot of people are listening into the show at the moment. So thank you very much for following all the instructions carefully via Facebook. And the page there is irishpsychic.net, and just simply click on the radio show there, and you can leave your question there. You just simply type your name and comment there with your question there as well. And finally, you can comment on the poster, which is on Facebook as well, of the Irish Psychic caricature. Okay, they've just told me to stop, Dean, and I'm just laying out the cards now. And you're just wondering what's going on with regards to your future. So I'm just laying out the cards now. Okay, well, the good news, even though you may not kind of think it as good news, Dean, is we have the Tower card here. Now, the Tower card is always about self-destruction around you at the moment. You may feel that things are just kind of out of balance, and everything that is supposed to go wrong is going wrong. And it's like if you're kind of thinking, well, I'm seeing this happen, and then it's actually happening to you. It's like if I see, what it is that you're wanting to happen, and when it doesn't happen, you kind of know the outcome straight away, and then you kind of see this happening, and then you're kind of like, oh, I told you so, kind of that situation. When the Tower card comes up, though, because it's one of the major cards, Dean, it is a very positive card, because it shows that now is the time to kind of go, right, this is what I want to do with my life, this is where I need to go, and this is what I want to focus on. Sometimes when we don't have focus, we don't know where to go. We kind of are lost, we do certain things, etc. And even with regards to what it is that you do, you may be thinking, should I continue on yes, you should continue it because you're absolutely fantastic. And I'm sure all the listeners love your voice as well, just as much as I love your voice as well. But when the other cards come up here, which is the Sage card here, the Sage card, again, is one of the major cards. And again, a major card just means that there's a higher significance placed on these particular cards. It's like if you haven't made up your mind with what it is that you want to do. It's like if I see you wanting to move, and as in, when I say move, as in wanting to move completely out of Ireland and kind of on a new journey, so to speak. And I think you should be looking at that. I think you should be looking at places where you can use what it is that you're gifted with, which is your voice, and go for the auditions, which I know you are going for the auditions, but maybe look at it from a different perspective. Look at what it is that you can offer people when it comes to, you know, your voice and your talent as well. Look at maybe, you know, auditioning over in, you know, London for a cruise ship, for instance, that you're a solo singer and you would like to be part of, you know, the group, etc. Something like that, and kind of think outside of the box rather than going in, you know, kind of a one-directional mode. It's very easy to kind of just think, right, I have to stay in Ireland and I have to do this and this in order to kind of, you know, get places. You don't. The world is your oyster, as they say, and that's what they're showing here as well. The Sage card is always about knowledge as well. Now, you may be thinking, well, it's going to cost money, because we do have the 9 of coins here with regards to money. There is, you know, obviously going to be a financial situation here, and it's going to be difficult for you, but you need to look at, right, is it worth making that risk? Is it, you know, can I make that risk? Can I get this, you know, maybe a loan just to kind of start you off, etc. Look at what it is that you can do in order to, you know, move forward with this. But I do feel that things will work out for you. Now, what I am going to do, Dean, because I know you're listening to the show and you're probably wondering what's for next year. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards again just to see what they have to say. And this is for next year. Okay, they just told me to stop. Right, yeah, again, like I've mentioned here, we have the Death card and we also have the Balance card. Now, it's quite strange to get both of these cards together because they're both major cards. Again, a major card just means that there's a higher significance placed on these particular cards. Because the Death card is in the reverse position, it shows that you're maybe afraid of this transformation. You're kind of thinking, oh, well, what happens if it's going to be like all the rest of the failures that may have happened in the past? We can only learn from our failures, Dean, and that's what they're showing here as well in relation to this. The Balance card shows that you need to create balance in your life. Sometimes when we focus too much on one thing, we forget about the rest, and you need to kind of look at yourself as a whole package and kind of think, it's like if you're thinking that you're just Dean, you know, Anthony, and that's it. You don't realise who you are as a person, and that's very important, that there's kind of the showbiz style, but then there's actually you as well. It's like if I see the separation, and you need to kind of make that connection, you know, from both. It's very easy to have the confidence when you're kind of, you know, Dean Anthony on stage, etc. But then outside of, you know, when you're singing, you need to kind of go, right, this is what I want to be, and this is who I am as a person. These, you know, this is who my friends are going to see, and if they don't like it, well, they can lump it. But I do feel for next year is going to be a major year for you, and I do, you know, see things happening for you as well, Dean. So can I just say thank you so much for listening into the show, and please, if you can, if you haven't done so already, Dean, just go to the irishpsychic.net page, click on the Facebook feedback tab, and leave your feedback there, please. I would greatly appreciate it. This is Running Into You by Catherine Cassell.
No sé por qué me sigues haciendo esto. Cualquier cosa que haga no es suficiente. Estoy cansada de esta locura.
There you go, that was Running Into You by Catherine Cassell, one of my friends, in fact, over in London. And Catherine is a West End performer, and she performs in shows such as Hairspray. So I do hope you enjoy that. Okay, so it's time for another voicemail, I think. So let's see who's on the line. Hello, who's there?
Yes, hi, this is Charlene Foley from Dublin. My reading is as follows, past, present and future, and just will my boyfriend, my ex-partner, ever come home, like will we be back together? Okay, thanks very much, right?
Okay, Charlene, well, I will just actually focus on one particular question, which is with regard to your ex. And again, like Charlene, if you would like to send in your question for the show, just like the way Charlene did, it's quite straightforward. Just simply dial the number that's on the top of the page on the right-hand side on irishpsychic.net. It's 01443 43 57. So I'm just shuffling the cards now, and when they tell me to stop, Charlene, I'll stop shuffling the cards. Okay, they've just told me to stop, Charlene. I'm just looking at the cards now. I don't actually feel he will hear, Charlene, in relation to this particular question. We have the 9 of Wands here, and the 9 of Wands is always just about friendship. There's kind of no love cards. Again, the Death card came up, and the Death card came up in the reverse position. And there is 78 cards here in the deck, so it's quite interesting in the way, even though I've shuffled them, that the same kind of cards repeat themselves, even though, you know, they're not supposed to, but that's the way Spirit want the cards to come out, and that's, you know, the way that they actually tell me here as well. We also have the Balance card here, and we also have the Horseman of Swords. When the Horseman of Swords comes up in the reverse position, this is actually affecting your health, and you need to kind of stop focusing on your ex, as in, because he's getting you down and wondering, you know, when he's going to come back, etc. It's causing you kind of sleepless nights, and that's what you need to be careful of. If something like that is getting in the way of your, you know, normal natural pattern, you need to kind of go, right, I, you know, need to get this person out of my mind. I need to kind of just go, right, I'm going to cut the cord and then allow things to kind of go their separate ways. I don't feel that this person, your ex, is going to kind of come back to you regarding, you know, the love life here. So I do hope that has answered your question, and I'm sorry sometimes when I do actually answer questions that I am 100% honest. Some people do kind of wonder, you know, would you be best off going to another psychic and finding out what they have to say? You're more than welcome to do so. But again, I am honest when I give a psychic reading, and that's why, even though it may be negative, you can see it as a positive as well, because I'm actually telling you what's happening regarding the situation, and then you can move forward as well if you want to move forward. And you're not going to be the only person that's struggling with this, Charlene. When, you know, you suffer from anything, from, you know, a loss when someone has left you, it's always going to be there, but you need to kind of learn how to deal with the situation, and that's the key to understanding the situation here. So I do hope that has answered your question, and thank you so much. And if you can, Charlene, please go to irishpsychic.net, click on the feedback tab and leave your feedback there. I would greatly appreciate it if you can. Okay, if you've just joined me, continue on listening into the show. There is another 45 minutes of the show, so I do hope that you're enjoying it. And again, make sure that you do tell your friends and your family about the show if you're listening in at the moment, and maybe they would like a reading on the show as well. As I've mentioned, you can tweet me, which is @PsychicIrish. You can also comment on my page, which is irishpsychic.net. You can comment on the poster, which is on Facebook. It's very straightforward. And again, obviously, you can dial the number as well. This is a brand new artist, which I played on Monday night show, and she's only 17 years of age, and her name is Louise Boothroyd. I will be playing another track from hers before the end of the show, and this is Lucky. It's recorded in her bedroom, so I do apologise for the sound quality, but I do hope you enjoy it. This is Lucky by Louise Boothroyd.
a small town, always quiet as she looked down on herself until she met you. And those red lipstick lips, they smiled upon you. She's fearless like there's nothing she can do. You brought me to life and thank you. I can feel your warm breath there. Stand up tall on the back of my neck. Oh my, you're beautiful. And I'm so lucky to be here in your arms. I'm wonderstruck. You're too perfect for me. Tell me, how could this be? Used to think that love was overrated. I can't believe that we've made it to this. From our first kiss, with you I never felt so wanted. Before I met you, I was haunted by the feeling of being alone. But you saved me from myself. You're beautiful, and I'm so lucky to be here in your arms. I'm wonderstruck. You're too perfect for me. Tell me, how could this be?
Just an empty room and an endless night. Got a picture of you, and I'm thinking I might try to call you here, and you lie with me. Just to touch your lips, just to hear you breathe. Pass a moment without you's like a lifetime, and I'd do anything to turn the hands of time. I just took you for granted. You're all that I ever wanted, and I swear I'll never do that again. So will you stay with me forever? Will you take me by the hand? Will you let me be your everything? Although I'm just a man, will you understand that I can't understand you all the time? But my destiny is yours, and your destiny is mine. Did you ever think that I let you down? That I leave my path in the lost and found? Did you cry for me when I cried for you? And I'm crying now. Are you crying too? Just a moment without you's like a lifetime, and I do anything to
turn the hands of time. I just took you for granted. You're all that I ever wanted, and I swear I'll never do that again. So will you stay with me forever? Will you take me by the hand? Will you let me be your everything? Although I'm just a man, will you understand that I can't understand you all the time? But my destiny is yours, and your destiny is mine. Just a moment without you's like a lifetime, and I'd do anything to turn the hands of time. So will you stay with me forever? Will you take me by the hand? Will you let me be your everything? Although I'm just a man, will you understand that I can't understand you all the time? My destiny is yours, your destiny is mine.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball, the answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
on me. So I go asleep, and maybe I dream of you tonight. I've lost you 1,000 times, and I found you now. Now you make me wait in line without you. I've flown high above the trees, I've been stranded on my knees. Now I cross the lonely seas without you. But to say that it's all over, when I know that it ain't all over, cuts me through and through, and all I see is you. I'm afraid that I'll never hold her, or regret all I've never told her. So please don't say it's all over. I remember just last year, seems a million miles from here. Whisper night things in your ear and told you I love you to my last breath. Without you I've nothing left. My heart sank the day you met. I need you. But to say that it's all over, when I know that it ain't all over, cuts me through and through, and all I see is you. I'm afraid that I'll never hold her, or regret all I've never told her. So please don't say better forever, never in heart. Maybe in distance, but never in heart. But to say that it's all over, when I know that it ain't all over, gets me through and through, all I see is you. I'm afraid that I'll never hold her, or regret all I've never told her. So please don't say it's all over. Yeah, it's all over. Yeah, so please don't say it's all over.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. It is now 11:30 here in Ireland on the 22nd of August. I do hope you're enjoying the show, and that was a 3 back-to-back with Shane MacDonald. Again, another local artist from Wexford, and I don't actually have many people from overseas. So if you're listening to the show and you're American, Italian, Spanish, any nationality, please do get in contact with me so I can play your music on my show. All you need to do is just go to irishpsychic.net, and even if you're listening to this via podcast and it's a pre-record, by all means continue on listening into the show again, but please do send in your music again. Just go to irishpsychic.net and then click on the musicians and singers at the very end there, and there is even an upload track there, so just simply click on upload and you can upload your music to my show, and I would really appreciate that, please. If you've just joined me as well, it's now 11:30 like I've just mentioned, and where were you at 10 p.m? I have been giving away free readings all night, and the next show, by the way, is on Friday night at 10 p.m. and the show goes out live Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 10 p.m. If you've missed editions of the show, you can catch us via podcast. All you need to do is just go to irishpsychic.net, click on the radio tab, or else simply search for me in iTunes. Simply type in Irish Psychic and it comes up number 1 there. And the show is top 10 worldwide. It was number 1 2 weeks ago, and it varies in the top, kind of the top 5, so it's kind of, back and forth every week. I'm not kind of fighting to, get the top space. Top 10 suits me perfectly, and that is down to you for listening into the show. So can I just say thank you so much for listening into the show. Okay, so it's over to my main page, which is where you can purchase private readings with me as well, because some people are actually commenting on the poster and asking me to private message them their reading. I don't actually do that when I'm on air, but if you would like one of those readings privately, by all means just go to irishpsychic.net, click on the purchase reading tab, and you can select whatever it is that you like. You can select whatever reading you want. There is loads of different options there on the purchase reading tab, and there is a 15 card reading, which is my most popular reading. There's a 12-month full psychic reading, and that is a full 25 minutes of myself going through all the different things that are going to happen over the next year, and it is month by month. So if you purchase that, the next month obviously will be September, October, November, December, and every single month I give you a prediction of what's going to happen, and that is the 12-month full psychic reading. There's also the numerology reading, if you're into numerology. There is the dream interpretations reading. There is the MSN Skype reading, so if you prefer to type to me on MSN, or if you would like to chat to me on Skype, you're more than welcome to do that. There's also an aura reading that is very popular as well, and there is also the micro readings, which is the €3, £2, $4 reading. If you have one particular question that you want answered, that is the reading to go for. It's short, it's to the point, and usually a lot of these tarot services ask you to text in a number, and you're not too sure of how much it's going to cost you. Usually it's $2.50, but depending on how many messages that they send you back, it's $2.50 per message received. So although the first message that you send to them will be $2.50, depending on how long the reading that they give you, it will be $2.50 per message received. So you could end up on reading your text messages that are €10, if that makes sense, and that goes for more or less all the tarot services out there as well. I'm completely different. Once you pay the the upfront price, that's it. You don't have to pay anything else. There's no subscription based service. You're not going to be mailed with the newsletters, etc. That doesn't happen on my website as well. Also on my website, if you are currently maybe a makeup artist or something like that, or anything regarding health, or maybe you're an electrician and you want to advertise on my website, you're more than welcome to do that. And that goes for anyone, no matter what industry you're in. Even if you're a fitness instructor and you want to launch your website on my page, get in touch with me. All you need to do is just simply click on the advertise tab on irishpsychic.net and get in touch with the show as well, and I can mention you on air as well. And that goes for any business as well, and whatever it is that you do. Even if you're a person that just makes home cupcakes at home, let me know. I will mention you on the show if you would like me to mention you. Okay, so it's over to the questions now again. So the next person that I would like to read for is Katie, and Katie has asked this question on my main page. What does the next few months hold for me, please? Okay, Katie, so I'm just shuffling the cards now, and when they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards and I'll lay the cards for your reading. Okay, they've just told me to stop. They kind of shouted at me there to stop, so I'm just going to lay out those cards now. And thank you very much as well to Dean Anthony for leaving your feedback. Anyone who has had a reading with me, I really do recommend you leaving your feedback. It's honest, it's upfront, and it allows people to see that it's honest people commenting with their feedback of this show, and also in relation to the private readings that they've got as well. So please, all you need to do is just go to my page and then simply click on the Facebook feedback tab, and that is available on irishpsychic.net. Okay, so the cards that have come up here, Katie, we have the Moon card, we have the King of Sceptres in the reverse position, we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse position, and also the Queen of Swords here in the reverse position. I feel here that there's kind of a situation going on at the moment regarding a male, and it's kind of like maybe it's your partner or someone very, very close to you. You need to be careful of kind of what's going on. It's like if you're not seeing the argument from both sides, and especially with the Moon card here and the Ten of Swords, it's like if you're not allowing the person to have their say. It's kind of more one-sided than the other. Now, it could be either on, his side or your side. I'm not too sure which. They're not kind of being specific with regards to this. You need to kind of stop it and nip it in the bud now, because we have the Ace of Wands here. And when the Ace of Wands comes up in the reverse position, it can be kind of an indication here that things may get out of hand. And I'd rather you kind of solve them now before things do get out of hand, and that's very important as well. And that goes for anyone in a relationship. You're always going to have arguments. You're always going to have some little kind of, rows and little things that really annoy you with your partner as well. That's obviously going to happen. It's how you deal with the situation and how you deal with your partner is what solves it as well. So I do hope that has answered your question. Thank you so much, Katie, as well, for sending in your question. Don't forget you can tweet the show simply at Psychic Irish. That's PSYCHIC and then Irish. So it's PSYCHICIRISH, and that's at Psychic Irish if you would like to get a reading on the show. And don't forget to follow me as well. So I think I'll actually go over to Facebook now. So if you're on Facebook and maybe you've commented on the poster that's up there, and it's very straightforward. There's nothing complicated about it. Once you comment on that poster, it gives you all the details of how to listen into the show, because if you're not listening into the show, well, how are you going to get your reading? You need to be actually listening into the show in order to get a reading on the show. Okay, so I'm just over on the Facebook fan page wall now, and I'm just looking here. Where are we gone here? Facebook is actually quite slow tonight. Okay, so here we are. So there's loads of questions. And Carmel Scally, can I get a free reading, please? You can, Carmel, but you haven't actually asked a question. If you read the poster correctly, it says ask your question for the show. So it would be like walking into a doctor and walking into a dentist, and the dentist or the doctor saying what's wrong with you, and you just stay quiet. Same as the psychic, is always good to have some connection. So please do always ask a question. Janice McCarthy, you're very welcome to the show as well. I'd like a reading when you get a chance, please. Janice, I'm not too sure if you're listening to the show. Again, you have to be listening into the show in order to get a reading. Please let me know, because it says that you're commenting via mobile. So I'm not too sure if you are listening into the show. Okay, where is the next question? I'm actually going down to the end here, and I'm expanding these. And we have a question in here from Sarah Hampton. And Sarah says, I'm afraid to comment in case I get it wrong. Oh, Sarah, well, don't feel like that. Again, you didn't actually ask a question. So you need to ask a question in order to get a reading. Same with Alice and Kenny as well. You've all just said, I would love one, please. Denise McGuinness has followed the instructions correctly. So, Denise, you're getting a reading tonight. At PPF, please, which stands for Past, Present and Future Reading. Again, you can all say, please, that you want a reading, but if I don't have a question, I can't do a reading. So please make sure that when you do comment, that you're not wasting your time commenting, that you are, commenting with a question. So this is for Denise. And up next, by the way, is the brand new track, and I haven't even heard it myself. I haven't even listened to it, because I'm just after uploading it just now, and it's called Beautiful Disaster by Louise Boothroyd. So I'm going to be listening to it at the exact same time as you. And Sarah, I'm just after reading your message in chat. If you did mention it in chat, I will go through it again. Oh, you did ask for a PPF. What I'll do then is I'll actually read for the both of you at the same time. How does that sound? So this is going to be a little bit complicated, but I will do it quickly and briefly. This is for Sarah and Denise McGuinness. So I've just been told to pull 2 cards for Denise, or 3 cards should I say, and this is 3 cards for Sarah as well. Okay, so first of all for Denise, the cards that have come up are we have the King of Coins in the reverse position, which represents yourself, Denise, as in the female. We also have the 4 of Cups, which always indicates about children, and we also have the Temperance card here, which is always to do with it's one of the major cards, so it just means that there's a higher significance. I feel that it is in relation to your son here, Denise, again with the 4 of Swords in the upright position and the Temperance card here. It shows that you need to have the patience around the situation. You need to really kind of just focus on yourself as well and look at how you can deal with the situation, and only when you focus on yourself and you kind of lay out a plan of how to deal with the situation will you be able to move forward. I know it's short, I know it's sweet, but again I'm trying to fit in 2 readings here as well. For Sarah then, the cards that have come up are we have the Ace of Wands, which is good news. We also have have the star card in the reverse position, and the star card in the reverse position, again, it's about a wish, and it's like if something that you always wanted to happen, Sarah, hasn't kind of just happened just yet. Again, when a wish card comes up in the reverse position, they're kind of saying, don't give up hope, things can work out, but sometimes when you wish for something and it doesn't actually happen, you kind of stop, wishing for it, and you kind of give up. Now, I am after just pulling a fortune card as well, Sarah, which is a brand new deck. It's fantastic. And the cards that are after coming up here are, we have the ring, and we also have the key card. And it's quite interesting here, because a key is always about opening up a situation, and the ring card come up in the reverse position. So I'm not too sure kind of what's going on in relation to this, but they're kind of saying that not to kind of rush things. It's like if I feel that you're trying to rush something that's not yet going to happen. So I do hope that has answered your questions, and thank you so much to Sarah and Denise for sending in your questions. And please continue on sharing the poster as well, and sharing the page as well. You can share Irish Psychics page as well. I'm really excited. This is Louise Boothroyd, and it's Beautiful Disaster. I've never heard it, so I haven't even a clue what the quality is like. I hope it's good. Fingers crossed, but just the voice alone from Louise is fantastic. So this is Beautiful Disaster.
Sticks and stones may break our bones, but words could destroy us too. Sinking like a stone in the sea, what is best is our most, is the image of how we're supposed to be. Don't be like the rest of them. Don't let them label you. And just 'cause we're down doesn't mean we're staying down there. Find beauty in what you told to us and break the rules. Last year was tough, but cheers to us for being tougher. Just know the sun still shines behind all your grey skies. All you had wasn't beautiful disaster. Too many people underestimate what they are. Know they think something they're not. Exhausted of living up to your expectations. Don't let fear run over your shot. Don't let fear run over your shot. Let's get back to nature. 'Cause technology killed our kids. And I pronounce you man and wife. Update your status now. I guess the leaves will fall on their own. The leaves fall on their own. But last year was tough, but cheers to us for being tougher. Just know the sun still shines behind all your grey skies. All you had was us. All you had was a beautiful disaster. Ooh.
feel anymore. I said
time has come for you to go. The time just passes quickly by. So many things I want you to know. So many things that make me smile. Hold me a little bit longer. Hold me and don't you say a word. Remember what I have to say. Remember all this as you go. Don't say goodbye, 'cause goodbye's not for friends. Don't say goodbye, 'cause goodbye means the end. You'll be far away from her. Forever you'll be in my heart. I close my eyes, you're all I see. We'll never really be apart. So hold me a little bit closer. And don't you say a word. Remember what I have to say. Remember as you go. Don't say goodbye, 'cause goodbye's not for friends. Don't say goodbye, 'cause goodbye means the end. By my side, the day we'll be together. You will hear these tears inside. Don't say goodbye, 'cause goodbye's not for friends. Don't say goodbye, goodbye means the end. Don't say goodbye, don't say goodbye, 'cause goodbye's not for friends. Goodbye's not for friends. Don't say goodbye, don't say goodbye, 'cause goodbye means the end.
There you go, that was Chris Koo with Don't Say Goodbye. I'm sure you're singing along to that track. It's one of my favourite songs anyway, and again Chris Koo sent that track in to me, and he was in a really fantastic band and you should see some of the pictures that he sent regarding, when he sent in the music as well to the show here. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, when you look at Westlife and you look at all the other groups like Take That, etc., Chris Koo has done all that. He's toured around the world, and his music more or less speaks for itself. So I do hope you enjoy that. I'm afraid we're into the final 7 minutes of the show, so I'm not going to be able to fit in many readings, unfortunately, because I would love to, but again, when I'm on the radio, I only have a certain amount of time. Some people do wonder, they're kind of questioning, and I don't want to be rude to people, but when you have a fan base of 14,200, you don't kind of get that kind of amount of fans just for sitting down doing nothing. Some people are, messaging me, and they were asking me for a reading to prove that I'm psychic, and I don't want to be rude and tell them, well, can you prove who you are? Because we all are challenged in life, but when you kind of, before getting someone to do some work, you don't actually say to an electrician, can you, wire that socket there and I'll decide if it's good enough for my standards. That's not the way things happen. Or you don't walk into a clothes shop and say, do you mind if I bring it home and I'll try on the t-shirt and just make sure that the t-shirt is nice and it doesn't stain or anything like that. It doesn't really work like that. You kind of pay for it first. Same way as food. When you're eating food, you actually eat the food and then you pay for it. Simple as that. And the same with being a psychic as well. I know it might be quite strange, but you wouldn't have went onto my fan site unless you're interested in the psychic, learning to be psychic maybe, or wanting a psychic reading, etc. But I don't want to be rude and tell people to go away when they ask me, can I prove that I'm psychic? I think that the show speaks for itself. I think that the readings, my private readings that I do, I've been doing them for quite some time, just so you know. I'm not new to this. I'm a born psychic. It's something that I, have grown to love. I challenged myself before, I tried to go, right, well, I'm not psychic, and I put it back to the back of my mind. But all these different synchronicities, as I call them, were happening, or synchronicities, sorry, and when they were actually happening to me, I just couldn't explain them. And then I was looking at different things, and I was able to see different things, and it's quite strange and it's quite comforting as well at the same time, because for anyone who's ever lost someone, it can be a huge loss. And even when you go to a funeral parlour and you're there and you're just thinking, well, what a waste of a life that person has now passed on. Don't ever think like that. As much as you would love them to be here on this, earth, they're sent for, and that's what happens. And we go to spirit, and then we look after other people, and the life does live on. And even when I'm reading for people, I will get messages for people, and I don't even have to meet them. Some people might just want a reading, and I do the reading, and then I might actually mention a specific thing that may have happened in their life that didn't happen to me, and it may not have happened to you, and then they are so comforted from that thing or little thought that I've mentioned to them. And it's like if I just hear this thing, which I do, but it's like if I am seeing this person around me, I pick up on the emotions around this certain situation. I pick up on the feelings that this person has had for this person. I pick up on people who have passed over, and they may want me to pass on messages. Now again, I can't guarantee that a message is going to come through from spirit. I don't force it. If a person from spirit wants to come through, they'll come through gladly, and they'll come through on their own, and they'll actually just tell me what they want for the person sitting in the reading for me to pass on to them. And that's something that you need to understand as well, that when you get a psychic reading, that when you ask a specific question, it's quite good for me, because I'm actually able to ask spirit directly the question rather than just trying to figure out what's going on in your life. And that's why a direct question is always best when you actually come to me for a private reading. And a private reading is really good because you can ask any question you want. It's 100% confidential. I read for a lot of people, a lot of celebrities as well. Obviously, I'm not going to name names. I would love to say, well, I'm after reading for this person and they're absolutely fantastic. I don't do that. They have the confidential, kind of, it's like I'm not going to say it's a pact, but I think if I was the celebrity, I would like to know that whatever I tell a psychic is 100% private. I can easily go to the papers if I want and say I'm after reading for so-and-so, but I don't. That's not what I do. That's not what I'm about. I'm just thankful that they trust me in coming to me for a psychic reading. And I'm not going to be one of these people that, like Sally Morgan, and says that the late Princess Diana, and that's kind of, it's fantastic that she's done that, but unless it's kind of out there and the celebrity wants me to pass on the information, I won't. It's 100% private, and the same way is for you as well. When you come to me for a private reading, you just log on to my website, which is irishpsychic.net, click on the purchase reading tab, and you can select whatever reading you want. And sometimes maybe you might only want the one question, and that's €3, £2, which is $4. And maybe just after that reading you might go, right, I definitely want more information on this, so I'm going to purchase another reading. And even just that, you won't get that anywhere. You won't get any other psychic site that will allow you to, purchase a small reading for that tiny fee, if I'm honest, and allow you to know the clarity that I can give to the current situations that may be going on in your life at the moment. And that's why I offer all these different readings. So I do hope that has made sense to you. And if you would like a private reading, again, all you need to do is just go to irishpsychic.net. Well, I'm afraid that is it for another edition of the Irish Psychic Show. I do hope that you've enjoyed this show, and for anyone who's had a reading with me, thank you so much for leaving your feedback. If you haven't left your feedback just yet, simply log on to irishpsychic.net and click on the Facebook feedback tab there, and you can leave your feedback. The next show is on Friday, and I do hope that you're aware that if you would like a free psychic reading, it's no good commenting with I want a reading. It doesn't work like that. You need to comment with your question. You need to be listening into the show. There's some people there that are not even reading the actual poster. I could even put up on the poster, do not comment on this poster, in big huge writing, but I can guarantee you there'll be at least 12 or 14 fans that'll comment saying, me please. Sometimes you kind of need to read the finer details in life, and that's something that I would recommend to all the fans who haven't done so just yet. There is people still commenting from a mobile device, and I can kind of tell that they're not listening to the show because they're not actually aware of that there is a radio show. So you need to kind of be aware of what the Facebook fan page is all about. There is loads of ways of connecting to the Facebook fan page. You can comment on posts that I put up. You can get in contact with me privately via Facebook. You can just simply click on the message function there. If something is bothering you, simply just click on the message function and send me a message there. And then also my main website, which is always available, which is irishpsychic.net. Can I just say thank you all so much for tuning into the show tonight. To Sarah Hampton as well for your last comment there in the chat room. Enjoy the show. Thanks. Get yourself a nice cup of now. Night. Now, Sarah, thank you so much. And Sarah, you too get a cup as well. And thankfully, I'm after buying the decaffeinated tea, because I think all Irish people are quite bad for the tea, especially late at night, and I certainly am one for that. So I've bought the decaffeinated tea, and it's absolutely brilliant. I can drink it, and sometimes I even fancy 2 cups, but I know that it's not going to keep me awake, so I'll have another cup. And it's just I think it's just a hot drink in tea. I don't think you even need the caffeine. The caffeine just keeps you awake, and it kind of does help you throughout the day as well. But at night time, I am loving my decaffeinated tea. Thank you so much to Alan Yahogo as well. Another lovely show again. Enjoyed all the songs played. Well, thank you very much, Alan. And if you do know anyone who is interested in getting their music played on the show, or maybe you would like to come on the show and speak to me about a new venture that you're launching, if it's health related or anything like that at all, please do get in contact with the show. You can simply send me an email. Simply go to irishpsychic.net, click on the contact tab at the very end of the page, and let me know what you'd like to talk about, and I can interview you on the show as well. Also, if you're a tarot reader, psychic medium, or clairvoyant as well, anything like that, please do get in contact with me. I would love to have you on the show. As you've seen, I do have guest slots available, and I will take you on for 1 hour. Until Friday night at 10 p.m. Thank you all so much. Take care and have a fantastic night. From myself, Irish Psychic.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.